This is Simon from Fingers on Plastic, and an unexpected arrival today. To be honest, I was expecting my Straxus to arrive, but it's not my Straxus. It is Magic Square MS-B32 Spock. Nice bit of box art on the front there. The top, side, back and side are all quite plain. Warning, you know, don't eat me. That's it for the box. Let's crack him open. I've been quite looking forward to him. So, I cut the tape before. We have a baggie, and it's absolutely chocker full of hands. And that. Honestly can't tell. Is it a tiny battery or? Yeah, see, yeah, it's a little teeny. I've never seen a battery that looks like that before. It's new for me. Oh my goodness. Hands. Lots and lots of hands. He's got Karate Chop purple, Karate Chop transparent. Whatever the hell that is. Some sort of yellow. Cool. And then hands, some sort of stump. What's really funny is, I'm not going to say this in front of him, I was going to cancel this one because New Age have just started showing pictures of their Shockwave, and I was going to go through him, and didn't get that far. We also have two hoses for him. Wibbly, wibbly, wibbly. Instructions, which I may give a quick. What's it? Oh, nice card. Another nozzle. I'm just gonna throw the instructions at myself there. Looks like a fairly simple transformation, which is good. So there's the instructions for people that moan at me that I don't do transformations in videos. And here we have man himself. So let's get him open. So we have, looks like a detachable backpack. And his mini-me, which is very nice. Oh, guys. Yeah. But we want to see him. I'm going to turn the camera around and play with him for a moment, and then we'll be right back. So here he is, and do you know what? He's really cool, but not perfect. There are some issues, and I've got a pinch of quality control going on. But overall, he's great. Articulation-wise, let's get the articulation out of the way. The head can look up, can't really look down, can turn all the way around. If he looks up a little bit. Arm can go all the way around. He can come out. And he can offer the cuddle. Bicep swivel, or shell bow as somebody I know calls it. Great elbow. Look at that. Way over 90. Focus on the figure. Way over 90. So his hands come off because I mentioned there's a whole load of replacements. Yeah, that's the sort of peg. But also on this, if I plug it back in, he still has wrist swivel. which is cool. He has waist. He has, let's pull out his little skirty things. Splits. Pull that forward. Pulls that forward. Now his back, he's got like a butt flap, but if you pull it back, you can go all the way back. He's got thigh rotation, nice deep knee, and foot. So he's well articulated. Now I mentioned this when I was unboxing him. So I've looked it up. So what this does is this fits on there. But if I unpeg this, this is held on by this, and this is a frightening bit of plastic. I've got a feeling a lot of folk are gonna break it. It's so just, I don't, like no pressure at all, and it's bendy. I've also got some horrific sprue marks around this sort of area. But this bit here is of concern. It feels like it's going to go any second. And plugging this on as a backpack was, I mean, I did it once and it was terrifying. I did it off camera and it was like ka-chung, and you just feel like it's going to break when you take it off. So you just have to take my word for it that this goes on there and comes off, but it's a hell of a tight squeeze getting it in. You have to get this bit absolutely spot on. This bit is where I have my quality control issue. You see here, there is a peg. And you see on this side, the peg is on the wrong side. So yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work when I get to transformation. But he's a very good looking robot. Who have I got to hand to compare him with? Let's slip down, come on. Right, we have an official Shockwave. We have New Age Brawn. We have, oh, there we go. Oh, that's nicer. New Age Soundwave. A bit cooler than him. We have New Age. Let's put these guys next to each other. So you see, he's more buff than the Megatron, but he does look good. So does that work? It looks like it should work, but he's like, Megatron's sort of like, I don't know, he's a little bit skinny. I'd like New Age to release a parts forming bit that you can just plug on to the front and back that would beef him out a little bit in robot mode, and you can take off and store somewhere for transformation. But that's just my personal view on the matter. I know a lot of people probably wouldn't want that, but I would. Just to beef him out, just a tiny bit. Whoop, there he goes. So yeah, all good stuff. So this is indeed like a little bulb thing, and it fits over the yellow sheath, and you shove it in there. So this is, oh, come on hands, it's so tiny. So that is a teeny tiny bulb in there. Which is probably not going to focus on. And this is a teeny tiny, nope, and then that goes in there. And you shove the battery in and it just puts the light on, and then you put that in his wrist hole. I'm not going to do that because I can barely pick this thing up, it's so tiny. But it's cool. So yeah, so far so good. Oh, and I forgot to put his rubber hose on. 1 second. I'll show you. I mean, it's a rubber hose and it goes from there to there. And we'll plug that in a minute. So right now, I'm going to go and get him transformed up so we can have a look at him in his little gun mode. I'll be back. Okay, here he is. It's not unlike the Masterpiece, but it is a fiddly and it can be quite annoying, quite frankly. There are tabs that are definitely more suggestions than tabs. So I don't know if this is just going to be my copy. So I mentioned earlier that tab there, you see there's a gap there because the tab on mine is underneath. There's a tab on here, but you have to get the feet lined up perfectly to get it. And I find that if I get the feet lined up perfectly, it undoes this. And there's a tab there, which you think you're aiming for, but you're not aiming for these tabs. You're aiming for some grooves on the crotch. And you get them in, and you get that tab there. So they're tabbed, but then the feet on mine didn't line up. It's going to do it now, isn't it? Just to prove me like a liar. You will. No, still not quite. It's got to be perfect. And then there's a bit back here. You know, like, oh no, I've unplugged it out there. So that bit plugs in like, and I've got again a nasty sprue mark, covered in sprue marks. So it sort of fills it up, and then this one, again, it comes up, but it doesn't quite want to tab in. It just folds over. It doesn't look awful. This bit I'm not a fan of. This is the wonky thing here. And you can obviously have the different fist in there, which will make that light up. But it looks like his space cannon. So I've seen some people sit it like that, and that's fine. Mine's not doing that because it doesn't want to tab. See, these tabs aren't really tabs, they just sort of slide in together like jigsaw pieces, but they don't actually hold it in at all. And the same for the bottom one. But I just have interest, if you're going to keep him in cannon, space cannon mode, please do let me know in the comments. It's a good size. Let's bring in some of the guys we had in before. There's Brawn again. Soundwave. And Megatron. So it's quite a hefty, he does turn into quite a good sized cannon. And it looks good. It looks really good. But it's a pain in the arse. But it might be because I'm a big ham-fisted idiot. And like I said, it's just a few sprue things popping mine in places I'd rather them not pop. But it's a good looking cannon. It's, you know who it is, there's no doubt. There's nice detailing. See, that bit's supposed to be square, but I'm terrified of unplugging it again. Let's go. Ba-doom. You have to get the head also, when you're folding the head up, you have to get that exactly right, or these bits will not shut. So it's straight down and straight. If there's even like off by 1 degree, this bit will cause a gap. I feel like I'm moaning about it. I do like this figure. I like how it looks. I think it looks like a good Shockwave. It's nice. But I was frustrated during the transformation with some of the tabs and some of them not being able to get things to line up. But it's good. I like it. I recommend it. I'm probably going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. I'm probably still going to get the New Age one because obviously I have a sickness. I'm diseased in the brain. But yeah. So anybody else getting this Magic Square version because you just wanted a Legend Shockwave and this came along first? Let me know. But I think that is about it for this one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. The second I turned the camera off, I thought I'll take a few pictures and give it one last try, and it blooming well went in, didn't it? So that's what it looks like. So yeah, I think that would look pretty good on the shelf. Yeah, typical. Sham.
Fingers on plastic.